Hi, welcome back to our Study Abroad series. If you are new to the channel, my name is Milton Fonkwa, and if you are old, you already know who I am. Thank you so much for coming again, guys. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about studies abroad opportunities today in the United States of America, and it is a free opportunity, which means that I'm going to be talking about how you can study in the United States for free. So I will be giving you 5 different universities in the United States where you can apply for free. First of all, there may be an application fee you can pay. And again, understand that I'm talking about studies opportunity for free. So expect not to pay anything in these universities in case you are given funding. Now, understand that how to study in the United States for free depends on how you negotiate. Sometimes you have to go through a tedious process like emailing professors, but sometimes you may apply and you get lucky. But I want to tell you that these 5 universities have guaranteed funding. If you are given admissions, automatically they are going to give you funding to cover your tuition fee and probably maybe accommodation and medical insurance. So without wasting more time, let's start the video. But before I start, I want to also make you understand that these universities do not require you to write graduate records examination or the GRE score, or neither do they require you to write a Gmart exam. But however, if you want to apply for any program, I will encourage you to first of all start by looking at the program requirements and the websites so that you know what you are going to do. Now, remember that studies in the United States, most schools, especially for MBA programs, which is Masters in Business Administration, will always ask you for Gmart or GRE scores. But there are certain schools in the United States nowadays that will waive this for you. And these universities, 5 of them I will be talking about, you do not need the GRE score or the GMAT score to study in these universities. And of course, you are going to be studying for free. So if you are looking for means to study in the United States, apply to these universities as fast as possible. But before you apply, make sure you check application dates. Now, without wasting more time, let me go to my device. I will be talking about the first university, which is the University of California. Now, this University of California, for you to study in this university, understand that they do have Masters in Business Administration, and these are funded programs. All right, they also do have other master's programs, and they are also being funded. So, however, like I said, make sure you start from the program website you are actually applying for. I will also drill you along to know which programs are available in this university, and any relevant link or anything I say which is valuable, I'm going to drop the link in the video description box. Alright, so if you go to the University of California and you check the section for graduate assistantship, you are going to see a bunch of information for you to read. Now, also understand that for you to apply, applications start and would be starting by October 1st. That is when the application is going to start in the University of California, and through December 31st. So you can check this school and see what you are going to do to start your application process. Now, that's for the fall semester. Now, for winter semester, the dates would be January 1st to March 31st. All right. So if you want to start by fall is the semester that begins maybe January, February. All right. You are going to apply from October till December. And if you want to start next year winter, you are going to start your application from January to March. I hope you understand, at the University of California. Then spring semester is from April to June. So as I speak right now, you can only apply for fall or winter semester at the University of California. Now, check the link that I will put in the video description box for graduate assistantship. You are going to realize that they are going to pay everything for you. All right. So that is the most important thing you need in case you do not have money to study in most of these universities in the United States. Now, checking most of the documents you need, you will need some documents to submit, which include your transcripts, your recommendation letters, your motivation letter. Very, very important. All right, these are the 3 main documents. And again, if you have application fee waiver, it depends on you. But if there is no application fee waiver, I will encourage you to save up for your application fee, because anything can happen. However, if you go to the programs being offered at the University of California, you will see that they have accountancy, they have accounting. Some are certificates program. Don't apply for that. Some are master's programs. Apply for those. Some are you also have a lot of programs here, like maybe administration, business administration, space studies. You also have anthropology. You have Arabic certificates or studies. You have astronomy. You have biology skills and business analytics skills and child education for list alphabetically until you arrive the letter Z, which has the final programs like Z has, which is W. W has things like world literature and writing, which is public and professional writing. All right. So the University of California is going to give you a funding opportunity. They will waive your tuition fee by giving you funding in case you are admitted for the MBA program. So check it out. Now, the next university where I want to call Arkansas University. The University of Arkansas is also one of the schools in the United States that you can equally back a degree program. But now, how do you back a degree program at the University of Arkansas? Remember I said there is no GRE needed, there is no Gmart needed if you are applying for MBA programs, all right? So make sure you check that very well. Make sure you check the acceptance rate as well, and also go to the graduate assistantship. I'm going to link the graduate assistantship page in the video description box. And when you are done, make sure you verify the admissions to know which programs they are actually looking at, all right? They know their programs that they have. They have programs for freshmen, they have programs for transfer students. So you can check that out. They have a lot of programs running, all right, from non-degree to postgraduates to graduate programs and all. So the next university we are going to be talking about is called Colorado State University. Now, if you want to study in the United States for free, make sure you start applying to graduate schools, all right? It is very important you start your application to graduate schools as fast as possible. Like I already said, from the first school, you can already tell that the admission season is now open. So it is now time for you to start applying for those schools. And if you go to Colorado State University, I'm going to put a link to the graduate assistantship down there. Read that, and when you read across that list, you are going to see that Colorado State University will give you assistantship if you got admissions for an MBA program, all right? So make sure you read that. They are already 50% paid. They will obviously give you, there are some financial benefits as well, monthly stipend, 100% health insurance premium. That is one of the things I was talking about. So if your funding can cover your accommodation, look at it here. They say half the cost of your base tuition is paid, whether you are resident or non-resident. So Colorado State University is going to pay half of your tuition fee. They are going to give you 100% health insurance premium paid, and they are also going to give you a monthly stipend. Now, they are giving you a monthly stipend, your insurance is covered, therefore you only need to pay half of your tuition fee. In this case, you can afford that, all right? And even if you afford that and you move to the United States, know that they will still be giving you monthly stipend, which can take care of yourself, and you will also be assisting a professor. Maybe you got the graduate assistantship, which is, or maybe you got a teaching assistantship, all right, or a research assistantship. You either work in the lab or you teach in the classroom, and you will still get paid for that. So these are some of the opportunities international students don't know, and I will encourage you to check as fast as possible. There are benefits here, all right? Then the rules that you are going to be taking are also here. Then there are eligibility criteria and requirements if you want to study a doctorate in veterinary medicine, or maybe an evening MBA, a master's in accountancy, and all the other one, masters in computer. Let's see. Then there is also an online page where you are going to apply from there. And they said application received prior February 1st would be given priority. The final deadline to apply for assistantship is June 15. This is against October, all right? So if you apply before February of next year, you are going to get priority. So they are going to like put you in the forefront of other students. I hope you understand. That is the meaning of the priority I'm talking about. Then for you to be considered for assistantship, you have to apply before June 15. Then applications opens November 1st, yes, and application received on February 1st will be given priority. I already mentioned that. So you need to know what you are doing and all the other things you are doing. Remember to check eligibility programs based on the impact of the MBA program or whatsoever. But there are other programs that will be given funding, that you can get funding from, all right, full funding. Most schools in the United States will give you partial funding or full funding, but not all the programs will give you full funding. So you have to think very well, apply to many schools, contact many schools in order for you to go. Then the College of Business is also here at the University of The next Colorado. University I want to talk about is called Minnesota State University. Now, at Minnesota State University, there are a lot of programs that you are going to be studying. Again, remember Minnesota is also somehow very cold. So what I would suggest is you still do the same thing, contract assistant, or let me say professors or coordinators or directors, all right, for assistantships. Are graduate assistantships available for me to study an MBA program? Because I'm basically talking about MBA programs, though you will still have other master's degree programs that you can study for free, all right, with funding. And they said, yes, graduate assistantships are available to all students in graduate courses, such as MBA courses. Have you heard? All students in graduate courses, which means that if you are applying for any master's program at the University of Minnesota State University, there is assured funding for you in case you are taken to the program, all right? So this is something you need to pay attention to. And if you check the requirements for you to study an MBA, then you are good to go. Also check requirements. Sometimes some schools will say, we need you to have a GPA of 2.5, which is the lowest I've ever seen. Some will say, no, you must have a GPA of at least 3 and above. I think the first university I mentioned, University of California, was asking for 3.5. But if you don't have, try to speak with them, negotiate with them. You can negotiate to study, all right? It is not impossible. So these are some of the things you should know about graduate school in the United States. The next university I want to talk about is the University of Texas. All right. The University of Texas also have graduate assistantships, and moreover, they will also give you a graduate teaching assistantship or a graduate research assistantship if you are doing any master's program, not just MBA program. All right. The University of Texas have graduate. They said the Carlos Alvarez College of Business at the University of Texas at San Antonio offers teaching and research assistantship to support the graduate students. This is what I was saying. All right. Now, if you look at it here, there are teaching and graduate research assistantship for master's students are offered on competitive basis. So you must perform well. That is why they said it's offered on competitive basis. And if you check here, you can already see it. All right, they are written here, and graduate research assistantship or teaching assistantships are for 19 hours appointment, $12,000. Competitive scholarship, $1,000. Minimum value of typical package, $13,000. There is a lot you have to read here. I'm just giving you the names of the school so that in case you may not have the time and you want to apply for schools to try your luck to see if you can get assistantship, these are universities you should consider, all right? And there are eligibility criteria here, that the first one being to be admitted unconditionally to the graduate program within the Alvarez Business School. Why there are a lot, so just make sure you read this information and make sure you gather all your required documents and transcripts, because you need reference letters, you need motivation letters, you need degree certificate, you need your transcripts of records, all right? So these are the things that you need to know. These are just the 5 schools I wanted to talk about in the United States that offer graduate teaching assistantship and research assistantship to international students. It doesn't matter where you are coming from, in as much as you have the qualifications and you think you have the qualifications, apply. Remember, I said you should check requirements, because some schools will directly tell you that you need 3.5 at bachelor's degree to apply for masters, while others will say you need just 2.5. So check requirements, and you also need to submit a motivation letter. You also need to submit reference letters. You also may be writing a personal statement, which is the motivation letter, and uploading your documents on the portal. So it is not really difficult something. It is something very easy for you to navigate. I hope this video is going to help you. If it is going to do that, please do not forget, subscribe to our channel and support the movement. Until we meet again in another one.